Welcome back to another episode of Lakeshow's Finest Redux. I'm your host, Charles Ryan, KV24 status, the biggest Laker fan in the world. And I am just checking in on you to see how you feel about the Western Conference Los Angeles Lakers champions. Oh my God, it doesn't feel as good as it would have if the season hadn't paused, but still, oh my goodness. It's been 10 years. 10 years. What a game, too. And the final 2 minutes were so annoying. Oh my God. Stressed me out a little bit there. But wow, what a bounce back game. Everybody, we shot 50% from the field. Those first two games, flush them down the toilet. They don't matter. But what a win. I just can't be more happy right now. I'm at a loss for words a little bit. It's just crazy. Last time, 2010, we were heading to the frickin' NBA Finals. Wow. All right. 42 points for Anthony Davis. Last game, did not have 42 points. He shot like 16 shots in the first quarter. And LeBron, of course, turned it on down the stretch again. He hovered around 10, 12 points for three quarters and turned it on. 22 points, 9 assists, 8 rebounds, 2 steals, 1 block. Could not have been more impressed by a turnaround game. And the Jazz played really, really difficult and physical defense, obviously anchored by Rudy Gobert. And I was so thrilled that they turned it around. I mean, Danny Green bounced back. Not 0 for 7. He was 4 for 7. He had 2 steals. He played great defense. Also, Caruso played well. He only had 3 points, but he had 5 assists. He drew a couple charges. And KCP, 10 points, but he was great defensively. He had 2 steals. A lot of active hands in this game. Dion Waiters, 2 steals. We forced so many turnovers. I mean, we forced 21 turnovers. I should name this podcast the Defensive Turnover Forcers and the Fast Breakers, because these guys were leaking out so many wide open layups. I remember this one. Remember the greatest fast break this game was the 4-on-1 when Kuzma, someone threw a lob, Dion threw a lob, and Caruso laid it in, but Kuzma stiff-armed him, and then LeBron put it back. That was hilarious. Oh, my God. Just crazy. Yeah, how many fast break points did we have? I'll find it eventually. But, wow. Unbelievable effort. We only had 14 turnovers. That's kind of typical, but little less than normal. 38 rebounds, 23 assists, 12 steals, 3 blocks. The Jazz had 42 rebounds, 7 offensive rebounds. We only had 4 offensive rebounds. The Jazz had 25 assists, 8 steals, 3 blocks. And like I said, the 21 turnovers. We shot 50% on the dot, 41 for 82. We were pretty solid from the 3-point line, 9 for 26 for 35%. The Jazz hit 12 threes, and it felt like they hit maybe 20 threes. Free throw-wise, pretty solid, 80% for 25 for 31. Most of those misses go to Dwight Howard. And AD missed 3 free throws. But wow. I'm personally kind of losing it a little bit because it's been 10 years. 10 years. I guess we can throw away the whole decade, really. Not too much happened. If you think back, the first year of the decade, the Lakers lose to the Thunder in the second round, I want to say, in 2011 playoffs. Trying to get that three-peat. No, hold on. Nope, that's wrong. Hold on. 2011, we lost to the Mavericks. I think we got swept. That's the game Andrew Bynum forearm shivered J.J. Barea before they got eliminated. And that was Phil Jackson's fourth chance at a three-peat. The year after that, we lost to the Thunder. I remember that so well because Kobe in his post-press conference was like, we're not going anywhere. And then the year after that, Dwight came, Kobe tore his ACL, and we all know how the next few years fared after that. But we're back in the playoffs after 8 years. Wow. All right. So I'll talk about a few more stats, and then I'll give my opinion on a few other things. Here we go. Once again, 42 points for Anthony Davis. 4 for 8 from the three-point line. 12 for 15 from the free throw line. 12 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals, 1 block, only 1 turnover. 1 turnover for a guy that played 40 minutes. 40 minutes. Really quickly, Jared Dudley played for 2 minutes at the end of the second quarter. And those are actually some pretty good 2 minutes, I gotta admit. He forced a couple steals, had a lot of good contests. I thought it was hilarious. Just Jared's so out of shape, it looks like. Oh, man. JaVale, 13 minutes, no points, only 1 rebound, one foul. So kind of a throwaway there. The best plus-minus was Kuz. He had 9 points. Felt like he had more, but 3 for 6 from the field, 2 for 3 from the three-point line, and 1 for 2 from the free throw line. 5 assists. 1 assist, 1 rebound. 5 assists for Caruso, 3 points. Dion Waiters. I thought Dion Waiters played great. Attacked the basket, baseline a few times. He faked out. It wasn't Mike Conley. I think it was Nieto or Nader. Niang, one of those guys. There was this one guy that came in the game for the Jazz, Juwan Morgan. He only played 5 minutes. But I was like, who the hell is that? Never seen him before. And then Billy McDonald goes, undrafted rookie. I'm like, that makes sense. But yeah, the Jazz were going so far into their bench because they didn't have Bogdanovich. Jordan Clarkson was so bad this game. Oh my God. 2 for 13 from the field for 6 points. 1 for 9 from 3 for JC. Are you Bruh, I couldn't believe how terrible he was. Awful. He had the worst plus-minus in the whole game. Jordan Clarkson at negative 19. And that's supposed to be their best backup player off the bench. Okay. Usually it'd be Bogdanovich in there and Ingles backing them, being the sixth man, but can't do that anymore. But really the only production was Mitchell, Gobert, and Conley. Conley played well. I was kind of surprised because, we've been watching and we all know Conley's kind of had a shaky season, but he had 24 points, 5 for 5 from the free throw line, 3 for 9, 3, shot 47%, 8 assists, only 3 turnovers in 35 minutes. I think the Jazz could be a tough out. The first 3 games, they're 1 for 2. I believe I think they lost to the Thunder, but they beat the Pelicans in the first game. But this could be a tough team, I think. We'll see what happens to them. But their defense kind of collapsed at the end. I don't know if they got tired or what. I mean, I'm reading off these minutes played. Joe Ingles, 35 minutes. Royce O'Neal, really good defender. Get 13 rebounds for Royce O'Neal. God damn. 33 minutes. Gobert, 33 minutes. Mitchell, 35 minutes. Conley, 34 minutes. And then Clarkson comes in with 20. The Lakers, they didn't have across the line in their starting lineup 35-minute plus. There's only 2 guys with 35-minute plus. Actually, that's LeBron and AD on the Lakers. That's it. So you can see how heavily they rely on their freaking bench. I mean, on the starters. But yeah, nobody else really came. Moutier came in. I know he was in the Jazz, but he's bounced around so much. Nuggets, Knicks. He's whatever. But yeah, it looks like they're going to have a tough time off the bench. But, we could potentially play the Jazz. If they remain at the 4 seed, we could see them in the second round. I think we'd kick their butts. We played the Jazz 3 times this year, including this one, and all 3 times we've won. We blew them out last time by like 30 points. Just the only thing was Rudy Gobert is super physical. I can't believe he gets away with so many fouls. Rudy Gobert had 5 fouls. He should have had 10 fouls. I mean, he was all over Dwight. He was pulling down AD's arms. He got called for 1 offensive foul when he just did a forearm shiver to Kuz, or I think it was Kuz, for no reason. I mean, kind of annoying. I kind of forgot all the COVID stuff, but with him. But wow. All right. So next we play the. I think it's the Thunder. I don't see why we should lose this game. The Thunder are very sneaky. Got a lot of great players, obviously. But no reason to lose. I do think, though, that the Lakers, I don't think they'll rest LeBron and AD, but I think they'll get way less minutes. But we do play a back-to-back. It goes Thunder and then Rockets, so I wouldn't be surprised if they do rest them for the first game. The thing is that the Thunder and Rockets, they could be the 4 or 5 seed and see them in the second round. So I don't know if we want to, quote unquote, show them what we got, show them our chips and all that right now, so they can get a look at us with our new team without Avery and Dion and all that. But lots of options now that we finally won and we clinched. So there we go. Thunder, Wednesday, 3:30. I love watching all these games so freaking early. It's great. But yeah, the final 5, Thunder, Rockets, Pacers, Nuggets, Kings. I think there's no way, 0% chance that LeBron and AD play versus the Kings. I could even see Kuzma sitting. But, Caruso is definitely going to be guarding Chris Paul. It would be nice if we had Avery to guard Chris Paul, but no, I don't. I see Steven Adams guarding AD. That'll be tough if he plays, but I don't think he's going to play. All right. So, last couple things. I want to say that this podcast is going to continue no matter what, as you guys hopefully know. I said that in the first podcast back. The intro videos, I'm trying to make some new ones, as you saw in this podcast. This was a new video I recently made. I hope you liked it. I think the music's pretty good. But every single game I'll have a podcast. I do think on this back-to-back, though, I might just do one. But the rest of the way, then it's the playoffs. There's no back-to-back games in the playoffs. So I'm going to do every single one of those. And hopefully it's 16 games in the playoffs. It goes 16-0. Why not? Maybe it'll be 25 games. Who knows? But, yeah, let's go Lakers. Let's get this win against the Thunder. Got to shut down his good friend CP3. And I'll talk to you guys later. Western Conference champs, baby. Western Conference champs. Take care.